Well, I'll ask the question we're all asking ourselves. How good was that?
Yeah, it's a good feeling. Obviously, the biggest thing is 3 points. I wouldn't care who we were playing today. I've got to be honest with you. It was just having a response from Tuesday night, which I said wasn't a bad performance. We just didn't take our chances. Today, we've taken our chances at key moments, and I was pleased. You need a response, and I kind of laid into them a little bit at the end of the game on Tuesday, and they've given me a response today to a man, and I'm really pleased.
I think it was the way we won it today. I mean, you said to me yesterday, so, we're not going to sit back, we're going to go for it. And why would you do that right from the start?
Listen, you have to give them respect. They're a very, very good side. Let's be honest, they're probably not a national south side, and I fully expect them to go on and win the league. We've come here. We were good defensively when we needed to be. I felt in possession at times we were good. I thought we started the game really well. Obviously scored first and we kept the ball really well at times. But then we kind of got what they're good at. They pinned us in at large points, but we were solid. Goal we give away I'm very disappointed about from a set piece. But then we've shown good character after that. I thought when we scored, we had a good sort of 10-minute spell there where we got back on the ball and started linking passes. And yeah, we got the win. Look, a lot of people go, oh, they had loads of chance. We have to come here and pay them respect they're due, and we have done that. But at the same time, we've been clinical when we needed to be, and it's two centre halves that have done that. But I'm delighted. Obviously, look, it's no one would have fancied us today. I bet not many people had a bet on us today. But I genuinely, me, Parky, and Blackie spoke, and I said to the boys Thursday, I fancy us if we're right. And everyone had to be on it from the first minute, and they were.
It wasn't just the goals. I mean, when we were defending, it wasn't just the defence who were defending. Every single player took on a defensive duty when they needed to as well today. That's what impressed me.
They carry it. We've changed shape, and that shows the respect we've thought of them. But that we've changed shape, and everyone stuck to their jobs to the minute. And we kind of said, look, the one time we switched off, we conceded. But there's people, Scott Wagstaff, Swifty, Sonny's throwing themselves out of the ball. Let's be honest, Johnny's made a couple of unbelievable saves. Which I'm really pleased for him. But even, I'm just pleased for the whole squad, for the club. But for the whole squad, like someone like Joe Tyree was devastated being left out. It was Nathan Wood that got left out Tuesday. And I just said to the boys in there that it's a squad game, and we've got to. So I'm delighted we've gone and got 3 points for the likes of Joe that weren't involved today. But for the boys, like I say, the response was great. And like I've said all along, we're a new squad, and we're learning each week. We've tried a different formation, and they've took information on board. There were some great performances. I was pleased with Devontae come on. I thought he had a good debut, had some good touches, nice and strong, and he'd be a good addition to us. So yeah, it's a good way to bounce back, and but we just need to now have a good week of training, and we got a trophy game to look forward to.
Let's tell about, there was obviously an in and out in the last 24 hours or so as well, with Dwighty coming on, but TQ leaving. What are the thoughts behind that?
Look, TQ. I'm not someone that loves having a massive squad. We've had to bulk up the squad because of injuries. We kind of got one or two back, but obviously in midfield area we've got 4 centre midfielders out, and I felt that when the availability of Devontae come about, I couldn't pass it up. He's a good player, and so we had to move on that. And I can't have loads and loads of players. I can't have whether that's budget or whether it's just me not like having a big squad. But I just felt that it was one of those where with TQ, his minutes were coming limited because of how well Ruben's come in and done. Dejan's come in. I thought he was good today up front. I've got to say, getting to him and Lou Collins today. I thought Lou Collins' work rate, by the way, phenomenal. So I just didn't want to be overloaded in certain areas. And I said to TQ, and TQ's desperate to play. I said, look, T, and we had the conversation. He's a great lad, and I'm sure he'll go on and do well somewhere else. But as a manager, you have to make them decisions. And as I said with Devontae, he's a good player first and foremost. He's a left foot, good size. He gives us that balance in there. So I feel that, as I've always said, if I think players are there that will improve us, then we'll look at doing something. And that's what it is. And it's unfortunately some people will fall by the wayside, and that's unfortunately part of my job. I have to make them decisions.
Final question: is this the result that's given you the most satisfaction since you've arrived here?
No.
Really?
Probably the 2 home games when we had back-to-back clean sheets.
Right.
Because I felt that we carried out them games better. The Chelmsford game at heart, just because I love a clean sheet, to be honest. Look, it's a great feeling because you're the first club to beat them, and they're unbeaten, the only club in the country, and you can see why. They're a good side. So yeah, it gives me a lot of joy. I think it gives me a lot of joy seeing the supporters celebrating like that. Obviously meant a lot, and yourself. So look, I look at the bigger picture. I just want to progress and we want to push on up the league, and that means whoever we're playing, we want to try and win games. So I'm pleased, but 3 points is 3 points.
Well done.
Lovely. Cheers, Matt.